Hey guys, I'm back with some more March Madness breakdown. So, just this morning, Ukrainian Limbs and Woody's Gamer Tags unveiled the victors of the first round matchup. So, I'm gonna pretty much go through it bracket by bracket and tell you what I think should have happened in the game and anything else that I may have to say about the bracket, anything that I may have changed my mind on. So, firstly, Munch Gamer versus C Nasty. I didn't even predict this game because by the time I made my bracket, C Nasty wasn't even in the tournament. But Munch Gamer prevailed. I can't say that I actually thought he deserved to. I didn't really find his gameplay that interesting. I thought his gameplay was pretty awful. I mean, it was Call of Duty 2, and he didn't even talk about it, so I barely knew what was going on. He was playing some campaign, so I guess it's pretty self explanatory. But his commentary was pretty good, and I mean, I really don't have much of a problem with him winning, I guess I would have to say. C Nasty seemed like he put a lot of work into his video, but what Ukrainian Lim said, which I definitely agree with, is that it wasn't exactly clear what he was going for with the devil and the angel voice talking in his head, but whatever. That's not really important. The next thing that I have to say is that I have Project Envy in this tournament on my bracket, and I'm pretty sure that they're not in the tournament, but whatever. I only have them winning one round anyway. I don't think that the person who's beating them is going to win, but I'll just say that the person who's beating them is going to beat the sideshow in the first round because that's how intelligent I am. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, next thing I wanted to discuss in this bracket was basically that I really don't. I'm really not exactly 100% happy that I have Dunkus making it all the way to the Final Four. I don't know if he'll be able to get there. I kind of did it just based on seed, but after watching a couple of the games, seed really isn't going to matter. Like, the judges don't care at all what seed you're from or anything. So, I don't know. I can't really say that I think that it's going to be the most important thing in the tournament to have such a high seed. So, I'm not exactly sure who I would have in over him. Maybe Olazandri. I think that he can go there. I really think that he provides really good gameplay. But also, another thing that I wanted to mention, Sam 5000 just tweeted at Munch or something like, "Yeah, you'll probably be able to win the next round," because all I really had time to do was throw up a gameplay commentary, and all Sam 5000's gameplay commentaries are pretty good. It's looking good for my Munch prediction to beat Sam 5000 in a 16 versus 1, but not all my predictions were right, as we'll see ahead in the future. So that's it for this bracket, but let's move on to the next one. Alright, so the matchup in this bracket was the Aviator versus Steve Schwint, and I thought that they both actually produced pretty good videos. The Aviator's was really cool, he was flying around, and then his second part was not the best, I don't think. First of all, he made a couple of mistakes in that, he pretty much talked about a gameplay that he wasn't actually going to provide us with, so it kind of like got our hopes up for something and then changed it. I'm not saying that it was really bad, it was just a minor error. And then the other thing was that he told us that it took him hours to compile all the footage and cut it and stuff, but like, we don't really care about that. We want to just see the gameplay or the footage or whatever. We don't want to know what you had to do to produce it. I'm not saying that I've never made the same mistake. I've definitely done that also, but I'm pretty sure that from a subscriber standpoint, nobody really wants to see that kind of stuff. But anyway, Steve Schwint made two gameplays that he combined into one commentary. One of them was where his team didn't do anything. All they did was try to cap the flags. They didn't shoot anybody or anything. All they did was use their special grenades and try to cap flags. And then the second game was him running around sniping. The only problem is there was really no content to what he was saying. All he was pretty much saying is, yeah, it was really cool how we did this, but he didn't actually say anything interesting. And I don't know, he wasn't funny, or like he wasn't trying to be funny, but he wasn't funny. And the gameplay was all right. I do admit that it was pretty decent, but it was only two half gameplays, or not even half. It was like a quarter of a gameplay, so you don't really get the full feel of a game. And it kind of just seems like random clips. And I understand that there was a time limit that they had to work with, but he probably should have tried to figure out something else to do. So I really think that the Aviator deserved his win, and I predicted it, so I'm happy. Anyway, other stuff in this bracket that I think that maybe I would want to change is, well, as you can see, it's pretty much just all favorites. And while I do think that a lot of the favorites are going to come out on top this round, There's a couple of things that I would have changed. First of all, Tryhard Ninja. I listened to him in the FNG podcast, and he really doesn't sound like he's taking this contest seriously at all. So he produces really good content, and I think he's going to win his first round match and probably his second round match too. But I don't know if I would have had him going all the way to the finals if I had listened to that podcast first. The most interesting matchup, I think, is going to be T-Mart versus Ricky Chops. I've seen a couple more Ricky Chops videos, and they're really cool. They're really good. They're really cool. I think that he's going to be able to beat T-Mart, and he's probably going to come out of this division. But I'm not going to edit my bracket. I made one bracket for a reason, and I'm not going to make a new one. That would just defeat the entire purpose, even though my bracket is completely fucked already. But anyway, that's it for this bracket. Let's move on to the next one. So for the top right bracket, I kind of have to say that I could not have been more wrong. I mean, I think that this may be the first time in history that somebody predicted a playing game loser to win the entire tournament in any 64-man bracket. But there's really not much I can do to change it now, other than just like whitewashing it and just pretending that I didn't actually say Danielle would win the tournament and maybe just moving Onslaught instead. Could I do that? Is that an acceptable solution to my awful situation that I'm in right now? I don't know. Whatever. Danielle lost versus Stone Polo. I thought that was really weird because, I mean, the reason that she lost was because she used clips that she had already used. I don't know, I'd say about 60 to 70% of the clips that she had in the game were reused and recycled clips. And if that was a rule in the Commentator March Madness, then I would say, sure, she should be disqualified and she should lose the game. But that wasn't a rule told to anyone. Nobody knew that. And the difference between these clips and just exactly what she's done before is that this video actually had a structure to it. It told a story. Each clip helped tell the story. So it wasn't exactly the same things that she used before because it was under a different model. But again, I really am against the judges on this one, but I understand where they're coming from not giving her the win. And I would definitely understand if her competitor threw out some amazing stuff, but the video that Stone Polo put out was pretty bad. It was basically like a commercial about trying to get dedicated servers in Modern Warfare 3, and he posted a combination of him saying that Modern Warfare 2 was good, Black Ops is bad, and I don't even know what else he said. Other things, I mean, it was just a ridiculous video that I didn't enjoy one bit. I didn't like watching it. I kind of clicked away in the middle and then came back and watched the whole thing, but I really didn't enjoy the video, and I'm a little annoyed that he won. That he beat Danielle, because I wouldn't have cared at all if Onslaught had beat her, or if Ratsclan had beat her, or Frog to Barber, or Chris Trout, or anyone that I had along the road for her to win the championship. But that first one I thought was a slam dunk. Get it? Because she's used the slam dunk, Alright, I don't know if anybody understood that joke, but anyway, that's pretty much all I had to say about that matchup. The rest of my bracket, knowing what I know now, obviously I would just say Onslaught wins everything and he wins the entire tournament, and I think that he probably will win the tournament. But the rest of this bracket actually looks pretty good to me, and it looks like I wouldn't have made any other changes. So now we're going to move on to the final bracket, where I have a little bit more to talk about. So this bracket had the play-in game of Sons of Justice versus Halo A-Holes, or FAG, the Federation of Asshole Gamers. And to be honest, I would say that they should both be disqualified. I think that was one of the top-rated comments, and I could not agree even more. These guys both put out garbage videos. I mean, Sons of Justice's video, it was fine. It was somewhat, I didn't find it funny, but I'm sure lots of people found it funny. And it wouldn't be a bad video to post, and it could probably do pretty well on YouTube. The problem is it had nothing to do, the only thing it had to do with it wasn't a Call of Duty video. He just had 10 seconds of gameplay, which was recorded by a camera. It wasn't a Call of Duty video. It doesn't fit the March Madness theme. I don't know why he made that video, but it got him the win, so happy for him, I guess. I don't know. Halo A-Hole's video was awful. I never really enjoyed their model of let's go try to force reactions out of little children and make fun of them on YouTube. Like, come on, guys. We're not 4 anymore. It's not funny. But I don't know. I guess a lot of their subscribers are young people who find that intelligent. I mean, find the humor interesting, I guess. I don't really know. It doesn't appeal to me at all. The other game that they actually showed was Bash versus Fuzzy Otterballs, and I have to say, Bash did not come to play for this one. Fuzzy Otterballs' video was really funny. He was doing a dual commentary with an otter, and the otter was like cursing him out and shit, and then he ended up like hanging up on the otter. I don't know. It was really funny, and it was cleverly done. I really appreciated that video. It was also decent enough gameplay for that to be good also. Bash's video was poor gameplay. It was a random class generator, which is not a unique idea, and to be honest, it's not the most interesting idea. I guess it's somewhat interesting since you always see the FAMAS and the AK-74U, and that's pretty much all you see, but he was running around with the M60 with extended mags and reflex light. His commentary wasn't bad, I have to say. I mean, honestly, I think he probably would have beaten a lot of the competitors in the first round, but Fuzzy Otterballs' video was really good, and I'd be surprised that if he actually loses. So to change my bracket up, I would probably have said that PSN JJ9394 will win the next round. I don't know. Maybe Fuzzy Otterballs will be able to pull it off, but I'm not really too confident in this bracket. I honestly have no idea what the fuck is going to happen. And I hope that any of the stuff that I said is actually right, but I'm not going to really count on it. So, after the first mini round, or the play-in round, I'm not 100% happy with how the tournament's going. I'm a little disappointed in the content that people are providing. I thought it would be a little better, but I don't know, towards the end it kind of picked up. There was a few really good videos, and I'm sure that throughout the next 64 people, there's going to be some really good videos. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed this breakdown. Have a nice day. Bye.